Hi guys, this is a session on flying changes that I did in my lesson with Alicia Lee, and this is the fourth time I've done changes with her. This exercise is used because it allows you to keep the collection round the corner and allow the hind leg to step under in the change, and when you're practicing simple changes, it means that you can keep the relaxation. If they get too excited about the changes, go back to just doing your simple changes and reaffirming that you have them under what you want rather than taking over. It also checks that they are quick off your aid and that they are sat enough that they can jump up into canter and later on in the change. By doing simple changes like this, it means that you know that when you put your left leg back, they'll strike off on the right lead, or when you put your right leg back, they'll strike off on the left lead. And it means that when you go to do your changes, the aids that you're giving, which are the same as your canter aids, are clear off the horse, and because you're staying on the same exercise, it gives them a bit of a insight into what you will be asking next. You see me now with Ella just making the steps shorter and shorter, and this is because once you make the steps shorter and shorter, the reality is you're just taking out the walk steps to the point where instead of walking, you half halt and put your aid on. Right now I went to walk, she didn't, so I halted because, if they don't walk when you ask them, you take one step back and halt, and I just gave her a second to think and remind her. That was a very nice simple change with a very short amount of time, and then I think we do one or two more and then head on to do the changes, as she's really, that was another very nice change the other direction. So now I do my first change. I believe she steps together behind, which, you're very pleased with. It's my fourth session with her. It's not what we're aiming for, but it's along the road. It's closer to being clean than being late behind, and it means that she's trying to get that inside hind leg under rather than kicking her bum up and making it late, and then again. And that will come with throughness, and my ability to set it up at the moment is hit and miss a lot of the time. I've never ridden a horse that knows how to do a change, so I'm figuring out where my legs go just as much as she is. So here she's late behind, but don't know if you probably hear me say in the video, that's my fault. My timing there on the aids wasn't very good, so because I timed my aids wrong, there was not a chance for her to put the other leg forwards, her other inside hind leg. So, that was a mistake you see me make because of my inexperience. Again here, this is again my fault. I just didn't have the canter ready, and I didn't do a very good job of staying balanced myself, and she didn't have the jump to go onto the other leg. So now I think we added the leg yield, which every time, so now we're on the left lead. Sorry, my left and right are rubbish. We go on the left lead, we're cantering round, and as we turn the corner, I leg yield her to the left, which means that I'm making it really clear that my right leg was further back, so it also frees up that new inside shoulder and makes a big difference when I put my left leg back, because my right leg was just back asking for leg yield. So it sort of exaggerates the aids for her, makes it a lot clearer in her head, and also means that she's starting to step under the new inside hind before I ask for the change, so it gives me a better chance. So there I leg yield her and then ask, and it means that she didn't quite get it then, bless her. And I think, I cut that video off, but I halted her, gave her a pat, and then just picked up canter again, like here. Leg yielding her away from the new direction, so it clears up that new inside shoulder, gets that inside hind leg stepping under, and then makes a bigger difference when you put your leg on. All of these mistakes, all these times she doesn't get it, is my fault, obviously. It is so light, I need to put my leg. That goes to say it's always my fault. But this exercise really helped us actually keep her through and get a better canter and a change out of her when it did go right.
You've got to put your new inside leg on the girth quickly.
Yeah, and we left it here with the changes. She did a fab job, did some really nice ones that were getting closer to being clean, and we had lots to work on.